Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to your Guru. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about the NDA 2017 written exam expected cutoff. This exam was conducted on September 10, 2017. This was the second exam of the year 2017. Around 5 lakh candidates wrote the exam and around 6,000 of them will be selected. First of all, a little bit of information about me. This was my fourth attempt and I have cleared all the three previous attempts. One attempt I had written in class 11th and the second and third attempt I had written in class 12th. Out of the three SSBs, I have attended only one SSB, that was in my class 12th, and I cleared it in the first attempt, and in that exam I got All India ranking of 4. So talking about the cutoff of the previous years, you can see in 2010 the cutoff was 263 in first exam and 193 in second exam. From 2010 to around 2013 and 14 and 15, the cutoff has been increasing, but as I know, I had written the exams of 2016 1, 2 and 2017 1 and 2017 2. So I'll be talking about these exams, and on the basis of that I'll tell you the cutoff of the 2017 second exam. My scorecard, as I had written my exam in the year 2016 NDA 2, here is my scorecard. I had scored 120 in maths, 321.32 in general ability test. So written total was around 442, and I had done well in SSB, so I got 489 marks. Total marks was 931. So my All India ranking was 4 at that time. So even with a score of 120 out of 300 in maths, I got a All India ranking of 4. Thus you can decide the difficulty level of the 2016 NDA 2 maths paper. The first exam that I wrote was in the 2016 first paper. It was in my class 11 that I had written. I had solved around 40 questions. The difficulty level of this paper, out of the 4 which I have written, I would like to give it a second place, because though I was not completely knowing all the questions, but the paper was tough. According to all other people too, the paper was tough. And the next one that I wrote, the second one in 2016, that was the toughest of all. Out of all the 4 that I have written, that was the toughest. Even though I was fully prepared, I had prepared everything, and others do the same, I was able to solve around 75, but the average of others, yes, it was around 30 to 40, those who had done very well. So this paper was the toughest. And the one that was conducted in 2017 April, this was the easiest of all the papers. As you can see, I had solved 100 questions, but even my friends and my classmates, as well in Chinese school, all of us write exam. So all my friends too had done very well. This was the easiest exam, and as you can see from the cutoff also, the cutoff of this exam was 320, almost high in the last from 2015. This was one of the highest of the cutoffs. So this paper, talking about the maths paper of this one, I would like to term it a moderate one. Out of all the 4 that I have written, I will give it the third place, because if you were thorough with the concepts of class 11th, you could easily solve 40 questions. Many of the questions were from textbook and NCERT exemplar of class 11 mathematics. And even if you knew few basic concepts of class 12, you could easily solve around 55 plus questions. So what might be the cutoff? I will give it a range of 80 to 100, since the paper was moderate too. And all the moderate papers in the past have also had the same reason. As I had written the previous exams and taking feedback and inputs from my seniors, the cutoff of all medium exams or all medium level paper exam is around 80 to 100. So if you have scored 40 plus questions correctly, then you need not worry. And 30 to 35 questions also, if you have scored correct after removing all the negative questions, then I think you will go through the maths paper. Then speaking about the GAT paper, this paper is a most unpredictable paper, because you cannot decide from where the questions of general knowledge and history come. How much you study, what your books you refer, the questions are open-ended. They can come from anywhere. And this is the paper that will decide where you stand in the merit list. And for a science student like me, or for any other student, science will be the easiest part, because it is all around of class 11th and class 10th and few concepts of class 12. So out of the 50 questions of science, you can easily score well in that, and also of English. English is a general one, so anybody who's good in English can score. but the social science part and the GK part, it's a bit difficult. Nothing to say like that. If you are well versed with the topics, you might answer some questions correctly, but still I feel this is the GK and social science is a bit difficult part of this. So the cutoff for this year GAT, I think 250 marks will be sufficient. It will be sufficient for you to attend SSB. But when it comes to the merit list, a score of 300 plus score can easily take you to higher level, can easily catapult you to the top of the list. You can be a topper if you have scored 300 plus, around 250, 240, 260, 240 and 260. If you score that much, you will easily get through GAT. So the total estimates look like this. Match if you score around 80 to around 80 and GAT 250. And if you have scored 330, then rest be assured that you'll be one of the 6,000 candidates that will be attending the SSB. And if you have scored very well, if you have scored more than that, then if you pass through the interview and through medicals, you will be in one among the top. And this cannot be guaranteed. Even if the average performance of all the students is very less, then the score might even go below this. As you can see from the previous graph, some student in some papers the cutoff is very low, around 250, 300. So it might not be 330 also. It can go little below 330, but not below 300, I believe, because this was a paper of moderate level, and at present, seeing the competitive level of this exam, 300 above will only be the cutoff. It cannot be less than 300, I believe. And NDA exam is judged as the 7th toughest exam in the world by one of the websites. You can also check that. So that's it. For more videos and for more updates, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comments below. Thumbs up if you liked it, subs if